Welcome to Becoming Some Benny. My name is Russell, and I'm back again with another Miss Malaika Pyramid video. This is a review of the top 10 delegate vying for the Miss Malaika crown coming the 24th of November. Today's review is an objective one. I am basing my review on the following episodes: the audition episode, the Know Your Delegate episode, the big pitch, the big conversation, and the fashion show. Also, I'll be including their Instagram live session that they had on the Miss Malaika page as well. Miss Malaika Ghana is 100% based on public vote, no matter how well the delegate is doing. If they don't get enough vote, they can't make it to the top 5 of the competition on the grand finale. This review is in 2 sections. The first section is the honorable mention list. Those are the delegates I believe, per my analysis, they are the delegate who needs to work harder if they want to make it to the top 5. If they want to make it to the top 3, they need to put in extra work. Besides, if they don't get enough votes. The other part, that's the pyramid. Those are the delegates I believe they are going to make it to the top 5. They are going to make it to the top 3. Hopefully, win the crown. My metrics for analysis are marketability. I'm looking at for delegate who can embody the essence of being a Miss Malaika queen, who can sell the Miss Malaika brand. 2, I'm looking out for relatability. I want a delegate who can be relatable to the masses, who can draw connection to the audience and bring in new fan base to the Miss Malaika brand. Also, I'm looking for elegance, I'm looking for beauty, I'm looking for poise. So over the season, I'm looking for delegates who came in and they have shown growth. They are really blooming, as the tagline, the bloom season. Before I get things started, I would like to say I'm very sad that Na Ajoko Clarissa resigned from the pageant. Honestly, I felt like she was one of the strongest delegates. Although I feel like she was not going to win, but I know why she resigned, but I'm not going to get into that. That's going to be in another video. She was a good contestant. For the winner, whoever was going to win needed to come 10 times harder because Najoko was going to give them a run for their money. And now it's going to make the grand finale a little bit less competitive. And it's going to be like last year, because last year we could clearly know who was going to win after the first round. And I don't want it to be that way. I want it to be very stiff, that it's boiled down to the top 2. We'll still be debating who is it going to be. I want that feeling. Okay, that was it. But now let's get into it. Let's start with the honorable mention first. 10th place is Reina. Reina is very beautiful. She's very confident. She speaks very well. And I believe if she gets enough votes, she can make it to the top 5. That's how far I see her going. But if she doesn't get enough vote, then I think top 10 will be her least slot she can occupy. I'm not saying that to diminish her, but I feel like she hasn't evolved much during the competition. And also, I watched her live. It wasn't very engaging. She wasn't really selling the Malaika brand. And I don't know if she can be able to live up to the Malaika queen standard. It's very good in her own ways that a Malaika queen should have. That's being relatable. I didn't feel her relatability during her life. On my 9th position is Bridgetta. I love Bridgetta. Personally, she has grown on me. She's one of the delegates I'm hoping to make it to the top 3. That's how far I see her going. As I said, she has grown on me. You can see she's very determined. She's a very competitive delegate. However, analyzing her per my metrics, I realized that she lacks certain qualities, especially when it comes to being eloquent. I feel like she needs to improve in that area. And also, her project, I felt like it wasn't also her project, I don't know if it's very feasible under the 1 year Malaika reign. I don't know how well she'll be able to achieve that as well. And also watching her on the live, I felt like she wasn't giving me a lot of presence, she wasn't giving me a lot of energy, she wasn't giving me queen vibe. She felt like the regular degular factor I want. And I love her, but I don't know if she can make it to top 5. I wish she makes it to top 5. I wish she makes it to top 3. But I don't think she has those qualities to progress there yet. She needs to work on her eloquence. She needs to work on her project. And I wish that she's able to prove me wrong on the finale day. At the 8th place is Lottie. Lottie is very beautiful. I feel like that's what is carrying her through. Anything that she puts on, it looks good on her. Like Farida said, she's the fashionista of the bash. Yeah. However, Lottie doesn't give me much. I watched her live. I wasn't feeling it. I didn't see her evolve much during the season. I feel like she has a very good background story which makes her relatable to a lot of people, and people would like to see her win, but she doesn't bring a lot that could carry her to the winning slot. That's it for Lottie, and I'll be surprised, very surprised, if she makes it to top 5. Maybe probably because she got enough vote, but I'm not seeing her on the top 5. If she makes it to the top 5, then it's just purely because she had enough votes. That's it. At number 7 is Fortune, another favorite of mine. She's one of the delegates I've picked to make it to the top 3. I believe she deserves to be at the top 3, provided she gets enough votes. One of the reasons why Delegate made it to the 7th slot and I didn't put her on my top 5 strong Delegate is because I didn't like some of her fashion choice during the season. Most of the pictures, she wasn't 7. She felt so regular in most of her pictures, and I don't know who was responsible for her makeup, but I felt like most of her makeup was, I don't know if it was the lightning or it was the makeup itself. It always felt off on social media, Instagram. I feel she's very beautiful, but I don't know who is responsible for doing her makeup. They don't bring out the beauty in her, and those are the little things that did not make. Those are the little minuses that put her on the 7th slot on my analysis, on my review. At number 6 is Farida. I love Farida. She's one of the delegates I've come to love. I'm always on her Instagram page watching her Insta stories. She's very entertaining. She's very jovial. I like the comic aspect of her. I think she has a good sense of humor. I think she's the only delegate whose Instagram live was such a vibe. I was really entertained watching her. She was really entertaining. I like that. I won't be surprised if Farida makes it to top 3 because she deserves it. She works hard, she speaks very well, she's very intelligent, and for her project that she's picking, the HIV, more on creating the awareness of testing. A lot of young people don't want to test to know their status. That is the problem we are facing with HIV/AIDS now. So if she focuses around that area, I think she's going to do well on the big stage, and I'm wishing her the best. That was the honorable mention list. Now let's go to the pyramid. The 5 delegate, I believe they should be. The 5 delegate, I believe they should make it to the top 5 slot on the grand finale, if they get enough vote, the 5 delegates, I believe we are going to have our winner, our first runner-up, and our second runner-up. The 5 delegates, I believe, who have put in much work during this season to be seen, to shine, and to blossom. Who are these 5 delegates? I know you already know already, but who is going to sit on top of the pyramid? Who is going to be the number one? Let's get into it. At number 5 is Enyam. Enyam is one of the 3 delegates I believe has the potential to win the Miss Malaika crown this year. Enyam has the essence of the Malaika queen. I believe she's the underdog delegate for this season. However, why she made it to the bottom 5 instead of being in my top 3 list is because I didn't get the opportunity to watch her Instagram live. I didn't like her energy during the big conversation, and at the big page as well, she was speaking fast. As I said, Enyam has all the quality to win the Miss Malaika Ghana. Thus, give us a top-notch speech on that grand finale. Answer her question very brilliantly. Give us a high energy. And the last one is her project. Her project should be something very feasible, something that can be done within the 1 year Malaika reign, something that will touch the humanity of us all. Delegate, I'm betting on winning the Miss Malaika crown this year. At our 4th slot is Bevelyn. I was surprised Bevelyn made it to my top 5 slot. The fashion show, she did outstanding well with her costume, and I think that was one of the factors that pushed her onto the top 5 slot. I see her making it to the top 5 on the finale, but I'm not too positive on her being in the top 3. I'll not put my bet on that. I don't think she has it to make it to the top 3 delegate. I will be surprised, and I hope she surprised me by making it to my 3rd slot is Pristine. Pristine is very beautiful. She speaks very well. However, I feel like she gives diplomatic answers to my top 3 position. I'm not betting on her to making it to the top 3. If she makes it to the top 3, I'm going to be happy because she's another favorite of mine. But I'm not tipping her to win. Also, another thing that got Pristine to the 3rd slot is her project, caring for the cerebral palsy. Being a beauty queen and going to that, it brings a lot of attention. And I believe that if she wins the crown and she embarks on this project, it's going to bring attention not only onto her but onto the Miss Malaika brand as well. And as I said, she mostly gives diplomatic answers. I would like to know her thought. I would like to know her stance, and she doesn't give that. So I'm not going to bet too much on her yet. But I hope on the finale she gives us something entertaining, something fire. Coming in at the number 2 position is Lady. Lady has been a force to reckon with in this competition. I like her vibes, especially during the cultural episode. I saw a side of Lady that I love, but I felt like she was being too gangster. But I like that, and I thought that okay, this is a beauty pageant, she should mellow it down. But as the season progresses, I felt like she was a bit too relaxed, especially when she's talking. I don't know, but she kind of sounds boring to me. I watched her Instagram live and I wasn't so entertained. It was really boring. And as a queen, you're supposed to be entertaining, you're supposed to catch and hold our attention. And she got me wandering around. Although I love her, I think that she's very intelligent. It's going to win the Miss Malaika crown. It's her intelligence, it's her research, it's it's her intelligence, it's her research, it's her creativity that's going to get her to win the Miss Malaika crown. But I don't think she has the essence of a Miss Malaika queen, and that's what I am worried about, and that's why I made her and that's why she's at the number 2 position. At the number 1 position, sitting at the number 1 position, is Kimberly. Kimberly made it to the number 1 slot because I love how chill she is, and I love her vibe during her Instagram live. I think she's very much chilled, and I like how she speaks. However, she's the third delegate. She's the third She's the third person I believe she can win the crown. Although I'm not betting too strong on her, but I feel like she has in its air to win the crown based on her project, that's autism. But having the essence of a Malaika queen, I'm not too sure on that. And also, I love how she answered her questions during the audition. She was very honest. She had a stance, and that's one of the things I like. I don't like the delegates who give diplomatic answer, who give generic answer. Like when they ask them, why did Miss Malaika? Oh, I'm here to improve on myself and build my self-confidence. Everybody is saying that. I want to hear something different. And I think if she's able to give such good answers on the finale, she's likely to win, although I'm not betting on it. Before I go, I'd like to say this year's production haven't been really smooth. As a Miss Malaika fan, I feel like production hasn't been really smooth, and I'll talk about it in a separate video. But how the production has been this year hasn't really given me the opportunity to know the delegates, to really do an in-depth critique on the delegates, to know which delegate really has an upper hand in winning the season. I feel like this is a shallow review, but however, I have hopes in Lady. I have hopes in Enyam. I have hopes in Fortune, Farida, and Pristine. However, my bet is on Enyam again with a grand finale review. This is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. There are a lot of content out there. You chose to watch mine. I am humbled by that. Thank you once again. See you next time. Bye bye.